What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? It is Jason Jani. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you 9 things I think are super important qualities and responsibilities for every small business owner to have, especially in the private event industry. I'm going to share this knowledge, these things that I think are super important based on my own working knowledge of small business ownership. I've owned my business, the SCE Event Group, now for just about 15 years. Started with just myself, expanded over time to a team of now over 70. And I think that along my journey doing what we do at SCE, I've learned a ton. So I want to share this with you because I think sometimes people have this misconception of what small business ownership is, depending on where you're at in your quest of owning a business, a small business at hand. You might have to wear a lot of hats, especially when you're new in business. You don't have the resources or the ability to invest in team members and even the right tools so that you can do your job easily or more efficient. So you might have to wear a lot of hats. And along my way, I've worn a ton of hats in business. And here I am 15 years in or so, and I'm still learning about how I can be better. I'm still engaging in coaching and mentoring and just learning so that I can be a better team member to the people that report to me at my business and work alongside me at my business. I want to share some information because if your goals are to have a successful small business, I think this video will provide you insight to some things that either you're going to need to pay attention to and be responsible for, whether it's in the near future or in the distant future. These things are going to be important. So I want to share with you what I think is super important responsibilities and more or less characteristics for a small business owner to either have or deal with to be successful. I want to jump right in and I'm going to kind of fire through these. And again, everything's based on my own working knowledge of my own experience owning a small business. And I am just super pumped to be able to share this with you. By the way, if you like the content or you have a question about anything I'm about to share, you could either smash the thumbs up button or jump into the comments down below and throw in a question, a comment, or add to the conversation. I'll do my best to respond to anyone and everyone that takes the time to engage with this video and share just thoughts, questions, or add to the conversation there. Again, that'll all be in the comments underneath this video. So let's jump in. 9 things that you're responsible for as a small business. First and foremost, you're responsible to provide direction and coaching, mentoring to the people that work for you at your business. It's your job as a small business owner, not just to employ people, but I think the ones that really go the extra mile are the employers and the people that own businesses that create opportunities for those that work for them. Take the time to understand where the people are and where they want to go that are working for you on your team, and do what you can do to help them along the way get there as quick as possible. I think that helps create an incredible environment. And if you're able to help someone and empower someone to get closer to their dreams, their goals, their aspirations, that creates loyalty. And I think that's a big thing, especially in today's world. Be a leader, be a mentor, be a coach, be someone that's always there for your team, and take the time to listen to where they want to go and do your part in giving them the direction that you can to get them closer to their goals. Number 2 is to become profitable. As a business owner, it's your job to become profitable. So think about that every time you offer a discount or you do something for free or you just throw something in. I think sometimes it's important for the business owner to provide the mindset for the team as a whole that this is a business and it's super important that the business is profitable and healthy in order to survive. And as a business owner, sometimes it's important for you to take care of the team members that work for you and make sure that all of the bills are paid before you pay yourself. And that may be a hard pill for some people to swallow, especially getting started. But if you want to have people ride or die with you, it is so important that you are not late with payroll, that you take care of your obligations, that you take care of the financial responsibilities for you and your business before you take care of yourself even. And I think that will help you in some way, shape, or form. Again, if you have questions on that, throw it in the comments underneath this. Next up, to be accountable for the team and yourself, whether they're wins or losses. I think a business owner needs to step up and take responsibility, not just for the wins and the accolades and the things that you're super proud of that your business has accomplished. Take responsibility for the things that maybe fell short of expectations. Take responsibility for the issue that was caused by someone that was representing your brand at an event or at a party. And you have to be the one to make it right. So you are responsible to take accountability for the wins and losses as a small business owner. To go to the next point, I think it's super important that you support your team members, whether they're in need of something big or small. You have to be there to support your team and take the time to not just listen to what they want to do in terms of goals, like I mentioned before, but take the time to see if you can help them along the process with some of your experiences, whether it's dealing with a type of client or an event. Take the time to support your team. And I think that will help foster loyalty and just respect within your organization. Next up, as a business owner, I think it's super important that you make sure that your team is operating within a legal framework. Make sure you have the proper documentation, permits, or insurance coverage so that you're all protected, not just yourself or the business, but the people that are on site at your events. I think it's super important that you make sure everyone's operating legally, ethically, and of course, to the best of their ability. And this kind of spans a different direction, but make sure your team is set up with the right tools to do their job. If you're a business owner and you see someone struggling because maybe they don't have the right equipment to make the job work flawless, it's your job to make sure that they have what they need so that they can succeed and fly at that task, at that event, at that job. Make sure that your team is operating legally, ethically, and to the best of their ability with the tools they need to operate their business. It's your job as the owner to make sure that's all in place and that everyone is on the up and up. Next up, as a business owner, I think it's super important that you understand that you are going to be the one to deal with situations when it hits the fan. You're going to be the one that's dealing with the business side of the business and to sometimes handle the uncomfortable situations that could arise between team members, between clients and team members, and or team members and peers in the industry, maybe friends. And this situation could be case by case or whatever, but sometimes it's gonna be your job to wear the good cop hat or the bad cop hat, or just to be the person to smooth out the waters in between whatever issues are going on. I think that's super important to understand, especially in the small business world. There's many lines that sometimes get blurred between friendships, between family members, and between colleagues that you see all the time, people that influence business. And should there be an issue that arises, you need to have your radar on, be sensitive to whatever's going on, to not play favoritism sides, and to do what's right in your mind, in your gut, and to take care of the problems that could come up. I think dealing with the business side of business sometimes can be uncomfortable, but it's something that you need to be aware of as a business owner. My last two are super important if you want to spawn loyalty and longevity with your team. The first is empower your team to do more, to dream bigger, to be pushed, and not in a dick kind of way. Don't try to push people into the extreme uncomfortableness zone of their life, but it's your job to try to push your team along, to get them to think outside the box. It's your job to empower them to be successful and to achieve whatever it is that they are setting out to do. The last thing, which is probably the most important thing for me, and I think of every single day with the people that work with me at SCE, is I think of how I can help people essentially thrive and not survive. When people ask me, how is it that you've had people work for your business that could easily own their own business for an extended period of time? I think it's all about creating an opportunity and a situation where they can thrive and they have almost like an ownership stake within the business without having the financial or management responsibilities of that real area. I think it's super important to have people on your team that understand the framework, that have a respect for you and for the business, and are given in a situation where they can thrive and just not survive. I think if someone is just surviving paycheck to paycheck, someone's just surviving within a very rigid system, they almost tune out of the sensitivities to maybe their impact on the overall situation for the business. I think if you put them in a position where they can thrive, they can be financially secure, they will be loyal to you, they will support you, and they will do what they can to make sure that your business is successful. And that's everything that I just mentioned and more. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, again, I'd love to invite you to smash the thumbs up button. I mentioned a video earlier talking about the 11 things I wish I knew before I started my business. I'm putting that video up over here, and I'd love for you to check it out because I think there's some gems in there, some really good to know gems, also some painful gems that I learned that I wasn't maybe prepared for as a small business owner as I went through them. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out this video. Be on the lookout for more content coming right here to this channel in the days, weeks, and months ahead. And I appreciate you sticking with me to the very end of this video. Thanks for watching.